Plug in these lights. Why can't I click on it? All right, I got it. Hi, Adonis. Summer, love. When it comes to love, a disappointment heals and you have cause for celebration coming in, possibly with fire, Leo, Sagittarius, Aries. Listen to your intuition and life begins to move forward. Old wounds heal and move into the past. Could be spending time as an Aquarius. Slow and steady wins the race. Exploring your options leads to success, but I wouldn't dive into anything head first. Take your time. Butterfly, love. Disappointment heals and moves into the past, and life changes for you for the better quickly. If you're currently with someone, current relationship should be functioning well. If you're not with anyone, romance may heat up with an Aries or a water sign, Pisces, Scorpio, Cancer. Disappointments heal and move into the past, and life begins to move forward. Earth Girl, general. Anxiety eases and moves into the past. You've got money coming in, finances improving, and you may be paying off a bill of debt or a loan. With the Empress, you've got love and money coming in, or more of it. And then you have teamwork is favored around work, school, or business. Disappointments heal and move into the past, and life begins to move forward towards greener pastures. Pure heart, love. Depends where you are in your love life. If you're currently with someone, your current relationship should be functioning well, maybe even strengthening. If you're not with anyone, you'll have choices and options. You have a Leo and a Cancer coming in. New beginnings on the horizon that could lead you to success. Disappointments heal and move into the past. Walk away from people, places, and things that no longer serve you. Karina, me and Z. Things look a little slow. Things may even be a little bit out of balance. Expressing your wants and needs around the situation may be helpful at this time, but I don't see anything changing quickly. Eight of Rods is in reverse and Six of Pentacles is in reverse, which can indicate that things may be a little slow or maybe even a little bit out of balance. A's energy for me. Their energy is like grounded and stable, sincere, kind of neutral, slow, average. They're okay. Mega, love. When it comes to love, you have happiness when you walk away from, like walking away from something or someone that no longer serves you brings in happiness, and areas of your life that have been slow should now move forward. Listen to your intuition, and you may be spending time with water, Pisces, Scorpio, Cancer. Life moves forward towards greener pastures. Beautiful one for tomorrow. May hear from somebody you're hoping to hear from, or get good news that you've been waiting on. If you're feeling undecided about something, don't make any decisions until you're ready. Listen to your intuition. Old wounds heal and move into the past. Disappointments heal and move into the past. You may hear from somebody you're hoping to hear from, or get good news that you've been waiting on. You also may be planning travel. Dee Dee for the rest of the day. The hard work you put into work, school, or business comes back and pays off. Listen to your intuition. You may be spending time with an air sign, Libra, Aquarius, Gemini. Disappointments heal and move into the past. Listen to your intuition. If you're feeling you're making decisions that push life forward, listen to your intuition, and areas of your life that have been stuck or stagnant should now start to move forward. You may also be spending time with fire, Leo, Sagittarius, Aries. Take time for rest, relaxation, and self-care, and stand your ground. If somebody's giving you a hard time about something, stand your ground. You don't have to give in. Alpha, general. Money coming in. You're not looking back on the past. Life is moving forward. You have choices and options happening. You may be paying off a bill, a debt, or a loan. Listen to your intuition. Feeling ambitious, be able to accomplish whatever you set your mind to. You may be planning travel. Maggie for the next 72. Maggie for the next 72. Something happens that makes you happy with the sun. Slow and steady wins the race, but life is moving forward. You may be planning travel, could be spending time with the Sagittarius. Money comes in, finances improve, an old wound heals and moves into the past. Pretty good. Liz, love, general. Anxiety eases and moves into the past, and with the Magician, you have the ability to manifest new opportunities. If you're currently in a relationship, it should be strengthening, well-functioning, and romance is heating up. If you're not with anyone, you may have a fire sign, Aries, Leo, Sagittarius, or you may have a Pisces around. You have a love offer coming in that could have some good potential around it. Lily, general, need positive news. All right, let's see what we got. Well, you have time for rest, relaxation, and self-care coming up. Life is moving forward towards greener pastures. You're listening to your intuition. Maybe thinking about going back to school, learning a new area of study. Money's coming in, finances are improving, and you could be reconnecting with an old friend or someone you haven't seen in a while. You'll have choices and options that come in around social activity between now and the end of October. Liz, for the next 24 hours. You may pay off a bill, a debt, or a loan. Solution to a problem is in front of you. You'll figure it out before the end of the 24 hours. Anxiety eases and moves into the past. Walk away from people, places, and things that no longer serve you. Disappointment heals and moves into the past. With the Magician, you have the ability to manifest new opportunities, and you may be working on a new creative project or creative hobby. Mr. Maurice. My car broke down for the third time. Oh, God. I'm sorry to hear that. It's hard to trust a mechanic. I need a new vehicle or an honest mechanic. What do the cards see first? New or completely repaired vehicle? Okay, let's see. The cards right now indicate that you're going to find the mechanic and you're going to get it fixed. That it's going to be fixed, and you should be able to swing it, whatever it is. I don't think it's anything super bad, because it looks like it's, I don't want to say relatively easy fix, because nothing these days is relatively easy. Everything is a process and takes longer than we think it's going to take. But cards indicate that it should be fixed. You should be able to find someone that you could trust. I know. You know what? It's so sickening. It's true, because like, you don't know what you don't know. So somebody could tell you, like, you ever go in for an oil change, and then they're like, well, you're going to need a new transmission. You're going to need a new motor. It's like, my car's fine. I just need new oil. But, they make commission on that. My suggestion would be to find a local mechanic and, ask around. But I wouldn't go to a dealer. I wouldn't go to like a chain if you could avoid it, because those people make money by selling you crap. Like the serviceman will make money from telling you need something that you may not need. what I would do is find somebody that's local, somebody that owns a shop, and I would ask around or look on Yelp or see, you know what I mean? Like, because it's just so hard to find somebody that you can trust. I totally get it. But I think you're going to find the person and you're going to get it fixed. And I think the car is going to last a little while longer. Girly, what's next for me and the Libra I left a message for today? Hopefully he's not like, who is this crazy woman? No, I don't think he's going to feel like that. I think that there's going to be communication that comes in and then small talk begins to pick up. It may be a little slow. It could be a little hit or miss, but there should be more communication that comes in from it. Costellini, could you tell me about love between now and October? You're no longer holding yourself back. Life is coming into balance and you have commitment here. If you're already with this person, your current relationship should be improving. A disappointment or a heartache is healing. If you're not with anyone, a disappointment, a heartache is healing. New love should be coming in that may be water, Pisces, Scorpio, Cancer. Excuse me, but you also have choices and options coming in around love. An Empress is bringing in love and money or more of it. You could possibly have air coming in as well, Libra, Aquarius, Gemini. You're being guided by the divine towards greener pastures. So if you're not with anyone right now, it's probably going to be new energy that comes in. And it's probably going to be like a chance meeting, you know, like you're not going out to meet somebody. You may be like shopping at the grocery store or, I don't know, hanging out at the mall or something. You know, it's kind of like being at the right place at the right time kind of a thing. Toka, love in October. No, that's okay. Love in October. Life's moving forward towards greener pastures. Negativity is moving into the past when you listen to your intuition. Now, if you're already with someone, your current relationship should be functioning well. You got romance here. You'll probably be with this person right through the end of October. Growth, change, and transformation comes in, and romance heats up. If you're not with anyone, you may have a Libra or a Scorpio coming in. Exploring your options could lead to success. Old wounds are healing and moving into the past. Lay down the laws, set boundaries. It'll serve you well. Not bad. Not bad. Emily. Did IK's mom try to sabotage his buying the apartment by involving his uncle, her brother? You know, I don't know if she tried to sabotage, but it is her way of trying to control the situation. It's like she needs to be in control. She needs to have her hand in everything. You know, I can't take it with these people. Back up. Back up. Martisha, me and Cancer tea this week. Okay, you have communication coming in. It may be a little bit hit or miss, and justice is in reverse, so things may be a little bit out of balance, but for the most part, it looks okay. There's communication. You're probably going to see one another. Listen to your intuition, and don't be afraid to express your wants and needs around the situation. Lydia, week read, vibe, no men contact. Okay, let's see. Hi, Mel. This week, this week or maybe between now and like mid-October, you have an air sign coming in, Libra, Aquarius, Gemini, that may be new energy that brings in happiness and like a lot of laughs. It could be somebody who is fun, exciting, spontaneous. It may be somebody new, but you also could have choices and options because it looks as if you're walking away from people, places, and things that no longer serve you. Could be spending time with, you have a Libra, you have a Capricorn, you may also have a Leo. Old wounds heal and move into the past and life begins to move forward. You have the world at your feet. There should be some new energy coming in. Can't swear it's going to happen like this week, but it may happen like between now and the end of October. Somebody new shows up. Maybe even more than one person. Emily, she's my ex's mom who betrayed her son. who feels betrayed because her son wants to move out. Yeah, these people need to, like, you know, as a parent, your job is to teach your child how to live in this fucked up, crazy shit ass world. Your job is to make them stable and self-reliant, not to fucking make them, cut off their legs and they can't do anything for themselves. Because one day the parents aren't going to be here, and that person has to know how to survive on their own. So you're not helping your child by keeping them at home with you. Like, it's like you're not doing the person any justice. It's like if you don't teach your child anything, you don't teach your kid how to read, then they don't know how to read. Yeah, as long as you're around, you could read for them. But what happens if you're not around and they need to get on a bus, or they need to take the train, or they need to book an airline ticket? Like, what is wrong with parents that want to stifle their children? It's craziness. Essence. Why did the person leave me an average review? Was it because of my services, or just one of them people that aren't satisfied? They left it anonymously. It was a 3 out of 5. I know I can't please everyone, but, like, tell me, how can I improve? You know what? I don't even think that it was you. I think it was, like you said, some people, no matter how much you kiss their ass, they're just never going to be happy. And they kind of get off a little bit on, like, see how important I am? Like, this is going to, I'm going to not give you a good enough review. Yeah, this person was deceitful. So it's like that whatever it was that they reviewed, yeah, fuck it. I wouldn't take it personal, because I think they would have done it to anyone. It reminds me of, I have 2 stories. So the first story was when I was working at the grocery store. Now, I realize that people will look at grocery store employees like they're idiots, which is, like, it's just, like, to be stereotypical about anybody. Like, you may as well call me something else. To what, you could put me down because I work for a grocery store? Anyway, this woman came in, and I'm telling you, she was such a nasty bitch. She was such a nasty bitch. My manager, who everybody fucking loved him. Everybody loved him. This woman came in one day and said to him, "Oh, you're still here? I thought they would have fired you by now." She said it in front of me. If she didn't say it in front of me, I never would have believed that anybody would have talked to him like that, because he was so nice. He would give anybody anything. Anyway, one night, store closes at 9 on Sunday, and it's about 9 o'clock, and we're getting ready to close, and this bitch comes in. She buys grapefruits, and the grapefruits, I don't know, the sign said 3 for $5. They rang up, I don't know, $6, whatever it was. And I have to go check the price, and I see who it is. And I'm like, oh, fuck. No matter what I say to this woman, she's going to yell at me. So I went down the aisle with her. I'm like, oh, yeah, you're right. Sorry, we're going to give you the grapefruits for free. It was a mistake. Rips me apart. In my job, people die when people make mistakes. You're a fucking idiot. And then she called me something else. She used a word that I can't remember what the word was. But whatever the word was, she's like, and I bet someone like you doesn't even know what that word means. And I was like, I do know what that word means. It means this. I've offered to give you the grapefruits for free. There is nothing else that I can do for you at this moment. I don't need to be spoken to like this. I called my manager. I'm like, Nick, you can handle her. And I walked away. And then, of course, the next day I got a complaint. And I told my boss, Alice, exactly what happened. And I'm like, this is that woman that comes in, and she's really nasty for no reason. What else? What do you want to do? Put me in front of a firing squad because your grapefruits rang up wrong? There was nothing. I could have said to her, you know what, lady, bend over, let me kiss your ass. And she still would have been mean. There's nothing I could have done. No, there was nothing. So you know what? You just sometimes have to say, and maybe not read the reviews. If you don't have to read the reviews, don't read them. Anyway. But imagine that store has been closed now going on 10 years this November. Imagine that it is something that it's stuck in my head for all these years that I was treated like that by somebody who thought that she was better than me because she was a nurse and I worked in a grocery store. And I'm telling everybody that story. If I ever made somebody feel like that or tried to make somebody feel like that, I would feel disgusting about myself. I don't care who you are. I don't care how much money you make. You have no right to talk to somebody like that. Anyway, let me just shut my mouth. Liz, general for tomorrow. For tomorrow, you've got, you may be spending time with a water sign, Pisces, Scorpio, Cancer. Perseverance pays off around work, school, or business, and you may be feeling better compensated, better respected around work, school, or business. You have a wish that comes true. Something may happen that makes you happy with the sun. Listen to your intuition. I know, I hate getting in my head too about those things, but yeah, well, you know what it is? It's like they can't tell you what to do better because there's nothing that you can do that's better. Like, what was I going to do that was better? I mean, she was getting the grapefruits for free. What else could I have done for her? Like, nothing. Like, you want me to go home and clean your house? Should I wash your car? Should I do your laundry? What am I going to do that's better? There was a mistake. Mistakes happen. Life moves forward. We're giving you what you want. There's no need to be like that. And, you know, if you're rude or you're nasty to someone, that's different. Or maybe somebody's having a bad day and they bite someone's head off. I get it. We're all human. But they can't tell you how to do better because you probably didn't need any. What were you going to do better? And I told you about the Beatles. I told you that story before. Emily, when will my dad manage to get in touch with M and ultimately IS? I need their help with the Z job. It's been silent from their end since they promised to help. Well, you have between 1 and 3. So you do have a new job here. I think things are going to move forward. I'm going to say your dad will probably get in touch with them either within the next 1 to 3 weeks or within the next 1 to 3 months. I don't think it's going to be months. I think it's going to be sooner than that, like maybe within the next 3 weeks. Natasha, love reading. If you're currently with someone, current relationship should be very well functioning. If you're not with anyone, you may have water coming in, Pisces, Scorpio, Cancer. Disappointments heal and move into the past. You could have a fire sign coming in, Leo, Sagittarius, Aries. You have commitment here. Life is moving forward on stable ground. I know how they're assholes. I know. Oh my God, I have so many stories. Kiss her ugly feet. Maybe. Right. Now, here's another story. So I used to teach on Saturday, like 5 classes. Oh shit, why is this on low? Let me make sure it's charging. Hang on. Oh boy, how come this ain't charging? I might have to go get a box to plug this in. Hang on, let me get the box. Cyrus, it's not charging. What do you think? What do you think, my guy? I'm gonna bring both of these and see if make sure I got something here that works. Otherwise, the iPad's gonna die. Okay, let's try this. Okay, so I used to teach like 5 classes on Saturday. And by the time I got to my last class, I was exhausted. Let me just check. And hang on, I'm gonna try something else. So, this man used to come to my last class. His name is Lance. Shit, why ain't it working? Anyhow. check again. Hang on. I don't know why I can't get the iPad to charge, and it's definitely gonna die. Oh boy, look at this. Do I have anything else? I don't know why I can't get this. All right, let's just keep going. See what happens. I think it's gonna die. But anyhow, I'll just shut my mouth and let's just keep going. I want to get through. My phone is charging. Could I start a new one on my phone? If that one dies, I'll start a new one on my phone. I don't know why the hell that one ain't charging. Anyhow. Okay. Top flight, Crystal L's feelings and thoughts for me. May find you to be somebody who is genuinely a happy person, somebody who's smart and intelligent, attractive, down-to-earth, kind-hearted, caring, and sincere. Pretty good. Latoya, general for whatever comes out for me. Take time for rest, relaxation, and self-care. Perseverance pays off. Listen to your intuition and a wish comes true. Take time for rest, relaxation, and self-care. Life moves forward on solid ground, but slow and steady wins the race. Could be spending time with the Sagittarius. Old wounds are healing and moving into the past. Life begins to move forward, and you may be working on a new creative project or creative hobby. Emily, your future for Jane and me. Your future for Jane and me. Anxiety eases and moves into the past and life begins to move forward. Expressing your wants and needs around the situation may be helpful. You should find that communication is picking up. Lay down the law, set boundaries. Life moves forward and you may be spending time together. Things are a little slow, but you should feel like things are functioning better between now and the end of the month. Samantha, general. Don't look back at the past. Life is moving forward. Listen to your intuition and take time for rest, relaxation, and self-care. Somebody can make you, the solution to a problem is in front of you. You'll figure it out before the end of the month, and you're making decisions that push life forward. Paying off a bill of debt or a loan can make you feel relief. A wish comes true. Me too. For the next 7 days. Cause for celebration comes in around work, school, or business. You may get some good news around work, school, or business. Old wounds heal and move into the past. Life begins to move forward towards greener pastures. Life comes into balance. The hard work you put into work, school, or business pays off. Ajmal, how does the dental college in which Rabia is getting admission? You know what? It looks pretty good. Feeling grounded and stable. There's success that comes in that could bring relief around career moving forward. It looks well functioning, respectful, and well balanced. Mary, finances. Money's coming in, finances are improving, and you may be paying off a bill of debt or a loan. Maybe thinking about adding a new side business, side project, side hustle that could be bringing in extra money between now and the end of the year, or maybe even sometime between now and like the end of the winter, that kind of time frame. Listen to your intuition and explore your options. Brenda, for tonight and tomorrow. Walk away from people, places, and things that no longer serve you. Maybe spending time with an air sign, Libra, Aquarius, Gemini. Lay down the law, set boundaries. It'll serve you well. You have the world at your feet. Disappointment heals and moves into the past. Money comes in. Finances improve. Old wounds heal and move into the past. Pretty good. Susie, will T the Capricorn plan a date with me? And if so, when? He asked me out last minute and I was busy, so I couldn't go. Yeah, I think I think that you'll probably get another offer sometime maybe later this week. Yeah. Pallavi, love. Walk away from people, places, and things that no longer serve you, and life changes for you for the better quickly. Maybe spending time with a Scorpio or a Sagittarius. Old wounds heal and move into the past. Negativity moves into the past, and life moves forward. Cinnamon for tomorrow. Take time for rest, relaxation, and self-care. Life comes into balance. You'll hear from somebody you're hoping to hear from or get good news that you've been waiting on. You may be spending time with a fire sign, Leo, Sagittarius, Aries. Life's moving forward and you're ready for it. Empress could be bringing in love and money or more of it. Bernard, I think that this Virgo is in love with me. What is a film for me? Is the Virgo in love with the Scorpio? That was my parents. I think the Virgo has feelings, yeah, or an interest. Although my mom was the Scorpio, my dad was the Virgo. Jocelyn, will I see Brighton tonight? How will it go? Most likely you will, and it should go well. Danielle Green, should I accept the job that was offered or the job that I interviewed for? Okay, the cards can't make the decision for you, but right now the energy around accepting the job that you were already offered, it looks like the better choice. Why is this stupid thing not charging? I'm going to unplug all of these things. Let's see. Oh, I unplugged that. And maybe plug that one back in and unplug this. Now I can't see anything like a stupid ass. And let me see if that helps. Maybe I had too much shit plugged in. I don't know why the freaking iPad isn't charging. Oh, man. It's so annoying. Tanya, I saw Edward's car down the street at my neighbor T's house. Edward texted me and claimed that they ran into each other. T asked for a ride home. Was Edward pulling his bullshit again? No, I don't think he was lying. I don't think he was lying. Although there may be like a half truth there. Like, I don't know, maybe he offered him a ride. Maybe the person didn't ask. But I don't think he's outright lying, no. Yellow, please Sagittarius, reach out. Or just keep watching my socials. As of right now, I don't see communication coming in. So if you want to speak to this person, I would reach out to them. Okay, can I do the moderators now? Just because if this dies, I want to make sure that I got you guys done. Kimon, what to expect for tomorrow? New beginnings on the horizon that can lead to success around work, school, or business. Maybe spending time with an air sign, Libra, Aquarius, Gemini. Old wounds heal and move into the past. Life moves forward towards greener pastures. Take time, if you can, for rest, relaxation, and self-care. Mel for the week. If you're feeling undecided about something, don't make any decisions until you're ready. Success comes in around work, school, or business. Teamwork is favored. Old wounds heal and move into the past. Life moves forward. You may have choices and options around social activity. Anxiety eases and moves into the past. You may get good news that comes in around work, school, or business. A wish may come true. Tanya, he's expressed that he doesn't even like Tina. All of a sudden, he gives him a ride. That's what I'm saying. Like, I think that he did give the person a ride. He may have offered the person the ride. I think that he does. I think he does want to kind of check in. And why did he text you? Like, I think he kind of texted you because he thought that if you saw him, you would think he was spying on you. I think he does. There's a half truth there, but you know what? He's so desperate, and it's desperation just doesn't work. It's going to make matters worse. What he should do right now is fuck off. And I don't mean that like in a mean way, but it's like he needs to, the energy of the situation, it's too tense. It's not working. He needs to back off. He needs to like disappear for a month. But he's not going to, and you're going to keep getting pissed at him. Adonis Wise, be quiet. What to know on that? You know what I think it is? First of all, I think they're having a little mini tower moment. I don't think it's anything to be super worried or concerned about. But this is what I think happened. What I think happened is this plan here backfired. And now they're sort of feeling like, I don't know what to do. I mean, so now it's kind of like I disappeared. Now I didn't get the reaction that I thought I was going to get. Now what do I do? If I just go back on, like now this is going to be the new blocking and unblocking, right? Now we're just going to delete and re-add or whatever it is. So I think they're like, they don't know how to go about it. But what's going to happen, I think, is they're just going to re-download whatever it was they deleted and life will move forward. But they haven't made that decision yet. And I think there's a little bit of panic and turmoil around it. Not knowing what to do, feeling stuck and stagnant, but also trying to manipulate the situation at the same time. People got to stop with the fucking manipulation. It does not work. It works in the short term. Sometimes people get what they want for 5 minutes, but it doesn't work big picture. And this is a good example. This is going to change. It just hasn't changed yet, but it will. It will. Oh, he knew that you would see him. That's why he texted you. Because he didn't want you to think that he was that he was spying on you, even though he kind of was. I mean, he wasn't really, but he was. Yeah, I mean, keep me updated. Nine Lives, what's coming my way in the month of October? Could have some money coming in. Life is coming into balance, and you may be spending time with an earth sign, Taurus, Capricorn, Virgo. Old wounds heal and move into the past. Life begins to move forward. Teamwork is favored around work, school, or business. Maybe spending time with an Aries. Tanya, I'm so mad, especially when he added that T. I know. You know, it's like, yeah, it is. It's a turnoff. Lucinda for the next 3 weeks. With the Magician, you have the ability to manifest new opportunities. Old wounds heal and move into the past, and life begins to move forward. You may be spending time with an air sign, Libra, Aquarius, Gemini. Anxiety eases and moves into the past. And you have cause for celebration coming in around work, school, or business. Maybe planning travel as well. Make sure you take time for rest, relaxation, and self-care. AM, will my canines be fixed by the right dentist who can actually fix them? I went to a dentist yesterday, but they couldn't do so. And now I have to find a new one. You're going to find someone that's going to be able to help you. Yes. Tanya, what does Tarot want me to know? Take time for rest, relaxation, and self-care. Listen to your intuition. Don't be afraid to set boundaries. Slow and steady wins the race. Success comes in around work, school, or business. Something nice may happen around the home. Moving homes, changing homes, upgrading your home. A disappointment or a heartache is healing and moving into the past. Irene, can you tell me when my cousin sends us the money so that we can buy tickets to go next month to North Carolina for a family reunion? Maybe within the next 2 weeks. I would call, though, and find out. I wouldn't sit on it. Davy, journal for the next 2 weeks. You have good news coming in around work, school, or business, and the hard work that you put in could pay off, especially around work, school, or business. With the Magician, you have the ability to manifest new opportunities. Listen to your intuition. Take time for rest, relaxation, and self-care. Old wounds heal and move into the past, and life moves forward. If you've recently had an argument or a disagreement with someone, it should resolve itself and move into the past. Maybe spending time with an earth sign, Taurus, Capricorn, Virgo. Lucinda for the next 3 weeks. So I did that one. Kanchan, what do I need to know from Tarot? Old wounds heal and move into the past, and life moves forward, although it may be slow and steady wins the race. Take time if you can for rest, relaxation, and self-care. Maybe thinking about going back to school, learning a new... Do you believe that that it died and then the charger started working? I saw the Apple pop up and now it's charging. What the fuck's happening here? I don't know, but it's working, so let's continue. Look, my light's back in. How weird is that? Anyway. Raymond, love for October. You have a wish that comes true in October. New beginnings on the horizon, possibly with an Aquarius or an Earth sign, Taurus, Capricorn, Virgo. You have the world at your feet. Life could be moving forward. Listen to your intuition and don't be afraid to speak your mind and set boundaries. Dee Dee, for the rest of the day. For the rest of the day, you've got a new journey that begins. You may have money coming in. Maybe spending time with an air sign, Libra, Aquarius, Gemini. You're not looking back on the past. Life is moving forward. Listen to your intuition. Lay down the law, set boundaries, especially if you feel as if somebody is overstepping. And Lourdes, work for the next 48. Work looks okay. You have good news coming in. You may be feeling happy and content. You may be feeling like things are strengthening. Things are moving forward with cause for celebration. Happiness comes in. And with the Magician, you have the ability to manifest new opportunities. Not bad. Tamana for the upcoming week. Perseverance pays off around work, school, or business, and you're no longer holding yourself back. Slow and steady wins the race, but life moves forward. You'll hear from somebody you're hoping to hear from or get good news that you've been waiting on. You have good news coming in, and your luck is changing for the better. Old wounds are healing and moving into the past. Not bad. Not bad. Queen City for the upcoming week in love. Empress, first card that I pulled. You may be finding that you got some love and money coming in and a wish comes true. Personal relationships should be functioning well with a wish that comes true, possibly with an Aquarius, maybe fire, Leo, Sagittarius, Aries. Exploring your options leads to success. It should be a good week for love. Anita, I don't do the twin flame thing. I don't believe in it. I think it's very toxic. So if you want to talk about it, twin flames, I would suggest you see somebody who deals with that. It's not my thing. You can ask another question. Stargate love. You may need to disconnect from people, places, and things that no longer serve you. Anything that's like slow, stagnant, not well functioning, anything if you feel like you're putting in all the effort, but you're not really getting anything in return, and maybe time to cut that energy loose if you want things to move forward around love. And then you may have a water sign coming in, Pisces, Scorpio, Cancer. A disappointment heals and moves into the past. You also could be spending time possibly with a Gemini. Vaishali, when will I get back to college? Been absent for 3 months. I'm nervous about getting back. Will everything be all right on that day? Well, you have to decide when you're going to go back. Like the cards can't tell you when to go back. Looks like it's before the end of the year, and it does look like things go well. Mariana, will my son adjust to his new school? Yes, he will. Rimmel, General. You have a wish that comes true. If you're feeling undecided about something, don't make any decisions until you're ready. Maybe spending time with a Gemini or a Sagittarius. Disappointments heal and move into the past. Lay down the law, set boundaries. It'll serve you well. And then you could have money coming in. Finances may be improving. Tanya, love offers coming in. Yep, you've got Fire, Leo, Sagittarius, Aries. If you're feeling undecided, don't make any decisions until you're ready. There's your Fire. A disappointment is healing and moving into the past. Then you have Sagittarius. You do have commitment coming in. Luck changes for the better quickly around commitment. Old wounds heal and move into the past. New beginnings on the horizon. Life's moving forward. There's another reading. I didn't see that, Capricorn. Angel, career for this week. Career for this week. Career moves forward when you express your wants and needs around it and explore your options. Now, this card could be getting the idea for a side business, side project, side hustle, or something that you're doing that's all your own. It may be another way of bringing in money that doesn't have to do with like a 9 to 5 or whatever. Listen to your intuition, and anxiety eases and moves into the past. Life moves forward. Exploring your options around career leads you to success. Maybe not before the end of this week, but maybe before the end of the year, things move forward. Essence for this week. Anxiety is easing and moving into the past, and you may be feeling a little bit more financially stable. Take time for rest, relaxation, and self-care. Listen to your intuition. You have a wish that comes true this week. Maybe spending time with a Leo. An old wound is healing and moving into the past. Anthony, what do you see with my current job, and when I will have a chance to have another job? Your current job looks like it's okay. Like it may be okay for now, but you're not going to be here forever. I would say you're probably going to get a new job before the end of this year. It's going to pay better, and you're going to feel relief around a new journey. Anita, what's in my near future generally? Listen to your intuition and life moves forward. You're no longer holding yourself back. You may have good news that comes in around work, school, or business. Listen to your intuition and a wish comes true. Anxiety eases and moves into the past. You could have money coming in. Finances may be improving. You could be paying off a bill of debt or a loan or setting money aside for something that brings in a little more financial success, and the weight of the world slips off your shoulders. Depression, I've sent management an email and we'll be taking a letter down tomorrow. When do you see these people downstairs being taken care of? It could be like within the next, maybe within the next 6 weeks. Hello, good news for the rest of this month. You can have good news that comes in around work, school, or business. Money's coming in, finances are improving. You're not looking back on the past. Life is moving forward. You'll hear from somebody you're hoping to hear from or get good news that you've been waiting on, and anxiety is easing and moving into the past. That's always good news. Macy, general for the week. With the Magician, you have the ability to manifest new opportunities. Take time for rest, relaxation, and self-care. A new journey begins. Maybe spending time with an Aries. Something may happen that makes you happy. Listen to your intuition, and teamwork is favored around work, school, or business. Tanya, Capricorn not showing in my love romance reading. Does that mean he's moving out of my energy, though he's trying to keep me in his? Yeah, it could be. It could be. It's like, you know, it's like it goes back to manipulation. Like you can manipulate somebody in the moment. You know how like he showed up at your house? Like if you didn't set good boundaries and send him away, he could have manipulated that situation and got what he wanted in the moment. You could have invited him in. You could have spent the night together. Great. You can't manipulate somebody into loving you. You can't manipulate somebody into having feelings or emotions for you. So what's going to happen is the more he pushes, the further you're going to go. It's like when a bear is chasing you, you're not going to stop and say, come here I am. You're going to continue to run away from it. But if the bear turns around and runs in the other direction, you can stop and take a breath. So that's just the way it is. So for him, it's like he's trying to hang on to something, and he could, right? Like he could continue. This could continue where he reaches out to you. Maybe you don't hear from him for 3 months and he reaches out to you again. That could happen. I wouldn't say that you're never going to hear from this person again, but you're more removed from the situation, even though he's trying to hang on. Yeah, it's craziness. Kick rocks. D for tomorrow. Making decisions that push life forward. You might be feeling like teamwork is favored around work, school, or business. Old wounds heal and move into the past. You may be spending time with an air sign, Libra, Aquarius, Gemini. Take time for rest, relaxation, and self-care. Something nice may happen around the home, moving homes, changing homes, upgrading your home, whatever it is, it will be positive. Yes, spiritually beautiful. Lots of us have been asking about you. Doll face for the next 48. Lay down the law, set boundaries. It'll serve you well. You have life coming into balance. New beginnings are on the horizon that could lead you to success around work, school, or business. You're not looking back on the past. Life is moving forward. Perseverance around work, school, or business pays off, and anxiety eases and moves into the past. All right, who here haven't I answered for yet? Question, what's the timeline if I send something to her boss? Maybe 12 to 13 days. I would try it. I don't see any reason why you shouldn't. Spiritually beautiful. Has Kay moved on about me? I do think this person is moving forward with their life. Yeah, I don't know where you guys are in your relationship, but it looks like two people that are headed in different directions right now. Dakota, General. You could have some good news coming in around work, school, or business. Maybe spending time with a fire sign, Leo, Sagittarius, Aries. Old wounds heal and move into the past. Slow and steady wins the race, but life begins to move forward. You may be feeling better compensated, better respected around work, school, or business. Life's moving forward and you're ready for it. Ruchi, next in love. Exploring your options could lead to success. You may have fire here, Leo, Sagittarius, Aries. A new journey could begin. Negativity moves into the past. You also may be spending time with water, Pisces, Scorpio, Cancer. Tamana, I answered for, didn't I? Mountain, plot twist. TW and I talked last night at a function, and we're trying to work things out. I'm wondering what his real intentions are towards this point. I mean, it looks like his intentions are good. Like life is coming into balance, being guided by the divine towards greener pastures. It looks like you guys have the world at your feet. So there is opportunity to fix this situation and move forward. Let's see what happens. I want to say give it the benefit of the doubt. And you know, it's so funny. I just talked like this with one of my friends. I'm like, me and you always give everybody the benefit of the doubt, and then we're always proved wrong. So I hate saying that, but the cards kind of indicate give it the benefit of the doubt. See what happens. Tanya, and he texts me bullshit like, next homeless person I see, I'm going to give them $100. So why are you telling me? So I can praise you? Yeah, exactly. Exactly. Just do it. Nobody needs to know. Brenda, I answered for you already. Yeah, it's manipulation. You know, it's like doing a good deed. Like I think it's okay to do a good deed. Like say, I don't know. Like say, I don't know. I said to one of my friends, "Hey, let's I don't know, organize a food drive and drop it off the food pantry." Like for me going to my friend and saying that, "Hey, let's get this together. Let's see what we can do." I think that's fine. But then if I do it and then I go around and tell everyone, "Oh, you see what I did?" Like there's no need for that. Like we don't need to know. The universe knows I did it. The people that got helped got helped. We don't have to rub people's faces in the good things that we do. Yeah, Bacon, work for M Sagittarius for the next 3 days. Good. Slow and steady wins the race, but pleasant, grounded, stable. Negativity is moving into the past. Teamwork is favored. Life is moving forward. Pretty good. Mountain, is his intention romantic or friendship? He said some confusing stuff, but he's also with a too young girl, and I'm questioning his choices right now. Right now, it looks like it's friendship, but who knows? You know how life is. You can't never say never. Miss Billy, readings for 2 weeks from now. Walk away from people, places, and things that no longer serve you, and you're ready for it. Life is moving forward. Feeling ambitious, be able to accomplish whatever you set your mind to, and the hard work you put into work, school, or business should pay off. You may be feeling better compensated, better respected around work, school, or business. The weight of the world slips off your shoulders, and then you have a wish that comes true. Listen to your intuition. Maybe spending time with an air sign, Libra, Aquarius, Gemini. It's empty. This one. It's a little left. Yeah, my Cash App hasn't changed. It's the same. Anybody else here I haven't answered for yet? Hi, Julie. Oh, did you send the question on Cash App? Okay, then send the question with a blue heart. Spiritually Beautiful is one attracted to me more than Monique. There's no way to measure attraction between people. You can ask a different question. Just like you can't measure love. There's no way to measure attraction. Cosmic, characteristics of the next romantic partner. This person should be somebody who is grounded and stable, smart and intelligent, and hardworking. They may be in school or thinking about going back to school, or they could be talking about school. School may be important to them. They're kind-hearted, caring, sincere, and loyal. Prussian, what was the question? Oh, about emailing the boss? I think I said things could move faster, maybe 12 to 13 days. Yeah, I think it would go faster. Yeah, I would try it. I don't see any reason why you shouldn't give it a shot. Spiritually beautiful. Does Juan get aroused by me? I mean, he may find you to be attractive, but I can't tell you he's been aroused. I don't know that you guys have been that close. Like, I don't see a sexual connection here just yet, if that's what you're asking. Want to pop Edward in the mouth. Yeah, I don't blame you. He really did himself in. What a dope. What a dope. You want to pop him in the face? I get it. Spiritually beautiful. Does Juan want to give me his number? I don't see him as actively waiting on it or thinking about it. I think if you want his number and if you asked him for it, I think he would give it to you. But I don't think it's something, I don't think it's something he's actively like ruminating over right now. Cut the bull already. Julie, do you still see me staying at ours home in February? Yes, I do. Is there anyone else here I haven't answered for? Adrian, what do you use to keep away unwanted person from you, like the gossip monger, or the troublemaker, or the crazy ex? You have to set boundaries. Like there's nothing that you can use. You have to just set boundaries with them, especially people that really don't want to take no for an answer. No, no, no. Don't answer the phone. Don't answer the door. That kind of a thing. I'm terrible at it, but I'm learning. I really met my match a few years ago with somebody who is very, very pushy, and I just don't do well with pushy people. I don't do well with pushy people. I don't do well with disrespectful people. And I'm not a pushy person. You know, like if I called you up and said, "Hey, can you come for coffee tomorrow night?" and you said, "No, I can't." I would leave it at that. But this person would be like, well, you could if you were to, maybe not work, or maybe rearrange your schedule, or maybe you could do this. Fuck off. I don't do well. I don't do well. And I had to actually say to this person, no. Like in her face, no. No, I'm not doing that. No. And that is so hard for me to do. But what I was finding is that my entire life was starting to revolve around what this person wanted me to do. So there's nothing magic that you're going to be able to do. You just need to, like, no. People that are gossiping, I don't want to hear it. Keep me out of it. It's negative. I don't want to hear it. People that are like pushy, they're trying to like call your phone 35 times, block them. Like, you just have to be, you have to be serious and stick to it. Like Edward Boundaries, you would think you would get the point. People, they don't care. I mean, I know the person that I've been dealing with just doesn't care. Does not care. Doesn't care what I have to do. Doesn't care where I have to go. It's all about what you want me to do for you, when it's convenient for you. But when you have something else to do and you're not around, you don't give a flying fuck. So it's these people like you, and then you have to say that to yourself. See, this is what I learned. Something I was reading, that the problem with these people is that we have in our brains the times when the person was nice, right? So the time that the person was nice, the time when you had a good time with this person, it makes it very hard to just recall the bad times. It's like you kind of go back to, oh, well, it's not that bad. Oh, they're not that bad. They are that bad. This is who they are. The bully that is trying to make you do something that you don't want to do, that is not taking no for an answer. The nice person was nice because they got what they wanted. They wouldn't be nice to you if they didn't get what they want. And setting those boundaries, it's very difficult for a lot of us because we're not mean. Georgia General for this week. Old wounds heal and move into the past, and life begins to move forward. You'll hear from somebody you're hoping to hear from, or get good news that you've been waiting on. Listen to your intuition. Take time for rest, relaxation, and self-care. Money comes in, finances improve. Could be spending time with an earth sign, Taurus, Capricorn, Virgo, and something nice may happen around the home. Moving homes, changing homes, upgrading your home. I'm telling you exactly, because after the curse words, he said, I'm not respecting his boundaries. Oh my God. Yeah, really. All right, who else have I not answered for? Brightest light. Can you tell me what Elvira's current feelings and thoughts of me? Things are out of balance between the two of you. Six of Pentacles is in reverse. Two of you are not on the same page. She may find you to be, I don't know, for some reason she may find you to be like sharp or hard to deal with or unstable. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know what her problem is, but it might not be so much that she doesn't like you. She may not like the situation, whatever the situation is. But I don't see, she looks quiet. She shows as the Hermit. If you didn't know me, you would think that I was making this shit up. T-Vet, was Jade a Gemini? Thoughts since we haven't spoken? You know, this person may kind of have it in the back of their head that there's going to be communication. It's almost like they may be like planning on reaching out or feeling like maybe, hey, it's been too long, thinking about catching up. Listen to your intuition. New beginnings are on the horizon. You're probably going to hear from this person. Diamond, has Virgo moved on? Does look like Virgo may be moving forward with their life. Yeah, if you haven't spoken to this person in a while, yeah, it looks like they're moving forward. Tanya, on the flip side, we ain't getting any younger. I know, but that's the same thing with the boundaries. We're not getting any younger. We don't have to stand for other people's bullshit. It's enough already. You know what I mean? It's fucking enough. Is there anyone here I haven't answered for yet? Otherwise, it's 11 o'clock. I'm going to wrap it up. And I will see you guys in the morning. My goal is to come on in the morning. Thank you all very much for being here. I'll see you guys in the morning. Probably around like maybe between 8:30 and 9. I'll